it's even hard for me to articulate, but I didn't take the diagnosis seriously. I did nothing really. I mean, I'm a type A person. I'm, like, yeah, diabetes, I got this,
Mhm.
whatever, not really changing anything. And
Mhm.
so it wasn't until my daughter was 5 years old. I have one daughter. We're very, very close. We spend a lot of time together. She would always get ready in my bathroom for kindergarten, and I'd be getting ready for work, and it was just our thing. But she would see me take my blood sugar, she'd see me take my insulin and all of those things.
Mhm.
One day, she just looked up at me, kind of out of the blue, and said, "Mommy, are you going to die from diabetes?"
Wow.
And uh, kind of game over for me at that point. First of all, the fact that your daughter at 5 would be
Mhm.
thinking that her mommy is going to die. Like, who, I didn't even realize that 5 years old, you're thinking about that kind of stuff.
That's
But
right.
she was very serious about it. And I just remember how I felt, the resolve that fell over me, and then thinking, I can't believe my child is worrying about at 5 years old whether her mother is going to die or not. So I said to
Mhm.
her, no, mommy's not going to die. And I made a commitment to her. I made a commitment to myself, my husband, my family, that from that point forward, I was actually going to showcase how you could be the poster child while thriving with diabetes, that I would do everything in my power to drive awareness. I would unapologetically tell my story as my form of personally driving awareness, and that I would continue to fight for a cure. And it was from one question that flipped the switch for me, and
Mhm.
my whole life changed, Teresa,
Wow.
my whole life.
That's really inspiring, Tracy. I think that we all have those moments where the light switch gets flipped, and there's moments when it's easy not to take high blood sugar seriously. But, finding that motivation, that personal drive, I think is key. And I also think it's amazing that we have someone who knows what it's like, who's walking the talk, who's living with diabetes, leading our national organization, because that helps to keep it real. And as a professional and someone with pre-diabetes, I'm kind of I'm skating the edge myself. I've always thought of ADA as a leader in research, and now I see, from my perspective, that that vibe has changed, and it's focusing both on people living with diabetes and trying to decrease the burden in that, and also looking at the research. So would you clarify what are the main areas of focus for the ADA?
Yeah, I mean, I think what is interesting, Teresa, about what you said is the perception that you had that the ADA was, more all about research. We
Yeah.
are, in fact, about research. But let me say, when I took this role 17 months ago, the very first thing that I did was I went on a listening tour.